list of registered streams, and I'll look at the designated uses. And when I look at the designated uses, I make some determination of whether or not these designated uses could be impaired by a particular activity. And that's one of the things we did with the water quality protection plan. We actually went through and determined what kind of potential pollutants would be discharged from certain activities that are permitted. And so we talk about mechanical fluids. Anytime you're using equipment, you can have a mechanical fluid leak or spill. We also talk about sediment erosion control, but then we go one step further and we talk about if you stabilize that with vegetation and use fertilizers, then you need to make sure that your nutrients aren't running off. Because as you know, we have some real blue-green algae and those kind of problems. And those stem from high nutrient enrichment. So, so the basis of our water quality protection plan, and really we'll say, dissimilarity between the water quality protection plan and the stormwater pollution prevention plan is every one of the activities, every one of the tasks in your permit application, whatever that is, moving dirt, fertilizing to stabilize, moving debris, or whatever that is, has a particular pollutant associated with it. And so in the third part of that plan is what are you going to do to address that pollutant. So we have much more of a learning process in the applicant, because they actually connect a potential activity with a potential pollutant, with a potential practice. The other reason why we do that is because there's sometimes there really aren't any, we'll say, for non-point sources, there aren't any required BMPs. So they might find something that they can put on there that makes sense to control that particular pollutant. So we, again, we really promote this is to protect their liability. We had one project, I don't know if you recall this or not, but I always tell people to try to get your permit people called, because this one project was held for 6 months and the company almost bankrupt. It was a Corps of Engineers permit, by the way. But they just didn't go through the thought process. Well, we're kind of the same way. I don't know if we have the actual authority to make them stop doing what they're doing like the DWR does. We may have, but it just is a matter of the more that you get that all taken care of up front, then the less likely you're going to have people complain. And our state statute says we have to respond to every water quality complaint. And so when we respond and we make a determination, there may have to be time for investigation. That means the equipment's all got to get shut down, got to get out of the water if it's in the water, and so forth. So it just really makes a lot of sense to have all this stuff done, just like the permit.